Well, welcome back to the Osborne Wood Products Builder Studio. My name is Tim, and today we're going to be working on an island. We're just going to assemble that, and as we go through the process, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what you can get on the Osborne Wood Products website, how you can build your own island, and we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. So what I've done, I've got my kit, so to speak, just like you would receive from Osborne, and I've kind of separated everything out. Today I've got my island legs. Let me show you those. And as you notice, we've got top mortise for the top aprons, and then a bottom mortise for just a real small rail that would go around the bottom, and you might use this to put a shelf on, or just as is, just for an accent. And of course, all of this is custom made. So this is pre-drilled for the shelf to go in. If you did not want the shelf, you just wanted the railing, you could get that, you know, without your pocket holes there, and just have that accent. I've kind of separated everything out. Here's my corner brackets. I've got all my hardware over here, and let's just get this thing started here. So one thing that I would recommend as you get your kit, just do some basic kind of dry fitting. Just check everything out, see how you feel about, you know, the fit, all of those things. And here's why. When we built this at our shop, we used pretty close tolerances, okay? Our goal is for it to slip in there, maybe with the aid of a mallet or something like that, okay? You probably are not going to need a clamp for, you know, pulling that up tight, but it might be good to have something on hand, a bar clamp or something like this, just to help you there. Something else to think about is, obviously wood is coming from an organism, okay? And so this is very responsive to humidity and all of these other factors. And so what we're doing in our shop might be slightly different than what you're experiencing in your shop that might be halfway across the country, or, you know, dear knows where. As the humidity and other factors change, that wood will respond. And so what we, you know, think of as a perfect fit, and here's the other thing, you might want it a little bit looser, just to, you know, so that you're not having to tap in with that mallet or whatever. So do that dry fit. If you feel like it's a little bit too snug for you or whatever, just take a finish sander, just lightly sand on that that tenon just a little bit, and you can change the whole procedure for yourself there. Don't be freaked out by that. That's what woodworking is, right? I mean, that's what we're all doing. We're taking raw product, we're making it into something that works for us. And so yeah, just work with the wood, keep that in mind. And so once you kind of dry fitted, you feel good about everything. You're like, oh yeah, okay, I know what I'm doing here. I'm ready to put the glue on, so to speak. You know, what you don't want to do is get your glue and get everything ready, and then be like, oh gosh, that's more snug than I thought it was going to be, and I don't have a mallet handy. Now what? You know. So yeah, just think through those things and do a little bit of prep there, and it'll go a whole lot smoother probably. So let's get some space here. And yeah, normally, so if I'm doing, you know, final assembly, and this thing is never coming apart, it doesn't have to be a knockdown or anything like that, I'm going to go ahead and use glue. I'm going to use all my screws and all of that. If it had to be something that you put together and then later you were going to take it all apart, you can do that. We've done that multiple times with showpieces and stuff like that. Don't use the glue, okay? Put it all together, use all your screws, your bolts, all that stuff, and then just take it all back apart. Stick it away in the attic for a couple years and bring it back out later. And hey, you got a brand new table again. But so yeah, just something to think about there. So I would put a little bit of glue in both of those, and I'm just bearing down on that a little bit. I think that's fine, but there again, you can always tap it, you know, just to be sure. Make sure that you've got your. I'll tell you just a little bit real quick. These are kind of dummy proof. like if you put it in the wrong way, it's not going to fit. It's not going to line up here, okay? And you're gonna be like, whoa, something's really wrong, because this is obvious. Flip it over. See how that works for you. But then like the bottom, for instance, I can put that in the wrong way, get completely done, and be like, oh boy, I've got my screws pointing downward for my shelf, and they need to be upward. Pay attention. Yeah. So the screws that would come with the kit would be a 2.5 inch screw here. And that 2.5 inch screw is just gonna help to hold that really snug there. It helps to draw it up a little bit if you need that. And so let's see if I can do this in a way to help you guys see what's going on. Just got that got the excess dust out of that mortise there. I can tell I'm just a little bit out of square right there. See, that looks like it pulled it up great. All right, so some of you may or may not know this, but let me just tell you, if you are interested in your own table base kit or island base kit, you can get your own custom sizes, custom legs, wood types, etc., 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 online. Okay, go to osbornewoodproducts.com and just check out the tabs across the top, the drop down tabs. You're going to go to kits and collections. Okay, then from there you're going to click on table base kits, and down toward the bottom of that page you're going to see a create your table apron now. Okay, click on that button and it will take you into a calculator, basically, that you fill in all of the blanks. You pick your legs, you pick your length, your width, your wood type, your etc., etc., even down to what route goes on the bottom of your aprons and things like that. As you go, it will give you cost of that, and so you know, that's nice. You can kind of play around with some options there as far as cost and such. We typically ship same day. Okay, so all of our table kits and things like that typically ship same day that they're ordered. And so, very quick turnaround time. You can have basically a custom made table base or island base delivered to your home within days of ordering. I know for sure that at least in our area, builders are behind. Everybody's trying to get work done. Everybody's trying to find people to do things, and you know, contractors are just swamped and they can't find people to help them, and etc., etc. We might be able to help you with that kind of thing. OsborneWoodProducts.com. Okay, so just a thought there. So as you can see, as I ramble on talking to you, this is a pretty easy process. I'm not double checking my squareness or anything like that. These are already square. This is wide enough that it's gonna pretty much even everything out. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna, there's not a lot of play anyways as far as this kind of thing. So I'm not real worried about that. And I've never really had problems with that, with putting one of these together. So, alright, it's going to get a little bit more tricky now because I need to put in my long pieces. Probably, if we had lots of space and I was not on video, I might put it together like this, okay, and lay my aprons out like this. I might like literally just lay this on the floor, then I can really lean into these things, you know, and and then get my top, you know what I'm saying. Might just be easier, but I think we'll be fine. A little bit of a crack there. So what we've tried to do is build a system that is sturdy. It's fairly easy, okay? Obviously, I mean, you can see I'm just kind of throwing this together pretty quickly and easily. I'm going to set this here for just a second. Lay this like so. Years ago, we had some people come through, woodworkers that were older gentlemen, most of them, okay? They were, you know, like retired woodworkers. They had been doing this stuff for all of their lives, okay? And they were coming through on a tour, and we were just showing them, you know, how we make these kits and everything. And the one gentleman said, "Oh, good grief," he said, you've overbuilt that thing like crazy. You don't need all that stuff." And I said, "Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. And we did that on purpose so that it will be here for the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren. You know, you take care of this furniture and it's not coming apart." It's built for the long haul, and it's going to be sturdy all of those years. And he kind of thought about that for a second. Okay, well, yeah. You know, and I guess it made sense to him, you know, because like that was the end of the that was the end of the argument there. But yeah, it is really well built stuff. But gosh, I mean, there's enough cheap knockdown stuff in the world already, right? We don't need more. And this is some good solid wood product that it really is high quality and sturdy. That's our island pretty much. Now, like I say, if you wanted to, you know, you can order these with or without tops. We could have made a top for this out of the same wood type or a different wood type for that matter. The only other thing that would be a part of this, and I'll just show you, I don't know that we'll do all four because it's very repetitive, but this is the corner block assembly. So that corner block just sets in, and that's about centered there in the height. I'm just going to start that bolt into that. There's an insert right here in the leg, okay? And so I'm just getting that bolt started, and just grabbed some 1¼ screws, and I went ahead and glued that. You can just see that thing pull up and kind of seat down into that corner, and that is a large part of the strength right there. And then just wrench, snug that down nice and snug, and yeah, do that on all four, and there you have it. That's your island base. Glad you could check us out. We've done quite a few projects here in the builder's studio. If this is the first time that you're with us, go check out the other videos and see what other projects we've done. We've done quite a few here, and we'll be doing more. And so check those out. Of course, go online, osbornewoodproducts.com. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.